have to go with Shota Imanaga. Coming into this season, no one really knew what to expect. You knew this guy was a high fly ball pitcher. You weren't sure exactly how that would play at Wrigley and how much success he would have coming over. We talk about the transition, how difficult that could be, the type of pitcher he is, how he would adjust to major league hitters. And he went above and beyond everybody's expectation, especially throughout his first few months when he was the best pitcher in baseball. I mean, it was amazing to see. And I think he deserves a ton of credit for learning how to pitch here. We talk so much about that fastball up in the zone and pitching more north-south in comparison to when he was over in Japan and maybe a little bit more east-west.
Let's talk about your current club. And maybe my favorite player in the show this year is Shota.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he is legit, like, energy, on top of being a really good pitcher. Yep. I love this. Like, when I'm seeing video of him screaming at the top of his lungs,
yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he's awesome. So I think it's super cool that I try to put myself in his shoes and think about, like, going to Japan and you don't speak the language, and there is a big cultural difference. Like, the way he handled it, it's going to sound cheesy, but like he handled it with such grace and class. Like, I mean, just immersing himself in the city of Chicago, that's a big deal. I think that helped his transition, just like totally accepting that this is all new to me, but I'm here. I love Chicago. I want to be here. Embrace the fan base, embrace the team. He wanted to try his best to learn English. He wanted to not always like need his interpreter. I just thought that was super cool. He went to like the pitcher's dinner with us in spring. He's a huge pitching nerd. Like the way he's always doing dry throws and feels and asking you questions about your delivery and what they teach in America, even as a kid versus what they teach there. Like I loved playing with him. He's a super interesting cat. Just a big personality. And also like the dude's been around. He's 30 years old. He's had a good career in Japan. So like he knows what he's doing. And he was super dialed into his routine too. So he's this fun, lighthearted guy, but also like he's here to kick some ass. And he would go out there on a start day and be dialed.
But there is always, I think there's a little bit of reluctance from whether it's the national media or I imagine even guys in the clubhouse. You guys don't know about Shota Imanaga. Like maybe you had heard of him. Maybe you'd seen some clips of him on social media, but you don't know what the dude's going to bring when the bright lights are on the biggest stage in this sport. Were you a little bit surprised about how good he was?
I mean, no and yes. Like, I watched his bullpens and stuff in spring training, and I would say, like, it didn't surprise me that he had success here. Like, it's an outlier fastball, low slot, high vert, really good splitter that tunnels right off of that. He's got a ton of pitchability, good command. So, like, I'm not shocked, but, like, to the level of success he had. And the cool thing, too, is, like, it's not like we were protecting him. Like he was out there pitching big games and big environments. Like there were big spots where like if you were younger, maybe where you protect a guy, get him out of the game, get a reliever in there, like they let him work through some stuff. And I just remember like a big start in Boston, in New York, just like facing big lineups, big teams, big markets, bright lights. And like you're saying, like he's getting a strikeout in the 7th inning and he's screaming at the top of his lungs and pounding his glove. And I remember thinking like, all right, this was early in the year, just thinking this dude's different. Like he wants to be out there. He doesn't want to be protected. He doesn't want kitty gloves on him. Like he wants to get those outs, which is sick.
Didn't he get pulled from a no-hitter after 7 or something like that?
Yeah, that was towards the end of the year against the Pirates. Yeah, he was at 7. I forget his pitch count, but it was up there. And I forget the score, but I think we were winning by a good bit too.
Okay, get that Ohtani guy. Here he's making strides.
Yeah, he's not bad.
It's ridiculous what he does. I ask everybody that comes on this show, are you thankful you're playing in the same era as him?
I've given up a couple homers to him, so I don't know if I would say I'm like thankful or grateful, but to me, like playing in the big leagues, I just don't understand, especially when he's pitching. Like I just don't really understand how it even works. Like I'm a starting pitcher. I only pitch every 5th day, and like my schedule is pretty full. You know, I have like I throw my plyo balls. I do something in the weight room every single day. I have my arm care routine, my treatment routine, my scouting routine. I got to take my notes, and like I can't imagine doing all of that and going out and like DHing and hitting 50 homers and stealing 50 bags. Like I just don't really like. Does he go to hitters meetings? Does he I don't understand when he's doing both how it even operates. Like, I just don't get it.
By the way, this is supposed to be his rehab year.
Yeah, yeah, same thing. Like I've done Tommy John, and like it occupied like all of my life. Like everything I did in my, especially my second one, it was all about my recovery. Like I was doing everything in order to get back, and I'm sure he's doing the same. And he's hitting. It's just like, to me, it's incredible. But for me, like when I really break it down and think deeper, like I literally have a hard time understanding how he does it.
Imanaga, man, I got to bring him up real quick. This guy's been fantastic all year round. You saw him out of spring training. You saw him coming up. Did you expect this from this guy? And has he just been a rock star? Talk to us about him off the field too, as well. Like, is such a great dude like he looks on the field as well?
He is everything that you'd want from Shota as a viewer. You'll get if you get to kind of be around him. Shota, I faced Shota in spring, and it's such a different look coming out of his hand. It's super upshoot. It feels like it's coming from his hip. It's a tough fastball to play at the top of the zone. That's where you got to set your height against him is finding that bottom of the third floor, because it's tough to get anything above your hands. But he's so good and he's so athletic, and it's such a pleasure watching him pitch. But being around him is equally as fun. He's a character, and I haven't been here the whole year, but from what I've seen so far, he's become one of the guys really quickly, whatever you want to call it. He's totally embraced being here, and he's been so much fun to be around.
What do you mean by he's a character? Because the other day he said he was in New York, and he goes, oh, I recognize this city. This is from Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, we got him singing on the bus. He loves Bushy's walkout song. It's that Morgan Wallen song with Lil Durk, and we had Shota singing that on the bus, and he killed it. But he's personable. He's very friendly, very smart. His English is really good in terms of what he understands. Yeah, he's great to have around.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。